Good morning, everyone. My name is Kyle LeVesque. My wife, Christine, and I have been attending the Oaks since about November of 2021. Recently became members last year over the summer. I'm really excited to be here today to celebrate the 6-year anniversary of the Oaks, and I'd like to share a little bit about myself, my testimony, and how I came to know God. I was born and raised in a Christian household from Southern California originally. I grew up going to church every single Sunday ever since I can remember, with my family, attending Vacation Bible School, going to youth summer camp every year all the way up through junior high and high school, and living the life of a kid that had what I perceived as a pretty typical Christian lifestyle. As a young boy, I thought I was living my life the way that God had intended, and that simply calling myself a Christian was enough. It wasn't until I was about 10 years old that I personally professed my faith in God and made the decision to believe in the sacrifice that He made for us and chose to walk with Him. However, from that time until almost about a decade later, I continued to live my life the way I was in the past, and I slowly became basically the epitome of what you would call a lukewarm Christian. I was trying to always do things independently on my own, and only really came to God when I exhausted all my own efforts and was unsuccessful in trying to make something work out the way I thought it was intended to. So I selfishly lived my life, was living my life for my own glory instead of for God's. I had two groups of friends in high school. I had my Christian friends and I had my non-believer friends. And at the time I felt that was normal. And then later on, started to realize my lukewarm lifestyle when I noticed that I would act completely different around one set of friends than I would the other, somewhat in an effort to fit in and just be liked by both groups. So by the time I graduated high school and started college, I knew that I had fallen pretty far away from God, and I was actually ashamed at that point to even call myself a Christian. Because for years I had attempted to talk the talk and walk the walk, as you may say, but I knew deep down inside I wasn't fooling God or anyone else for that matter. It wasn't until I was about 20 years old and a sophomore in college when I finally decided that it was time to rededicate my life to Christ and to commit to walking with Him once more, confess my sins, and ultimately profess my faith in Him and the ultimate sacrifice He had made for us on the cross. However, this time it was different. I definitely, as a college sophomore then, older and had a better understanding of the gospel, felt much more convicted to actually truly live my life for Christ and not just say that I was. Since that day, I've felt drawn more closely to the Lord than I ever have before. My personal relationship with Christ is something that I am consistently working on day to day. There's good days, there's bad days, but there's always progress and growth. And it's something that's an ever-improving journey for me. I feel that getting baptized today, it's the next step in my faith journey, and I'm ready to publicly proclaim my commitment to God, my relationship with Him, and to living this new life that He gave me for His glory.
Put ice in it?
No, we didn't. It was warm yesterday. Kyle, it's my responsibility to ask, who is Lord of your life?
Jesus Christ.
I baptize you, my brother, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism, and raised to walk in the newness of life.